just off the strength of because again, they are like, and you heard the first thing I said they already don't like nor respect America or Americans. I said it's just going to get worse.
I can't speak for that because I haven't talked to them folks to know that they feel that way. Even what we see in media, you will only say that because of what you seen portrayed to you in media. You ain't never been to the country to see how they treat you as a black person, so we don't know how they fuck with Americans. We haven't. I mean, a lot of Americans haven't even been outside of America. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't leave the United States. It's a lot of niggas that don't leave.
United States.
It's a lot of
niggas. How they treat it.
Nah, I'm saying you speaking for yourself, but it's a lot of niggas who ain't left their little zip code. They ain't moved their 10-mile radius. It's other niggas who don't even go to the other side of town, bro. I'm talking about they stay right there in their little block radius. They is not leaving that. Nigga, that's where they comfortable at. Trips, bus stop, cruises, nigga, no. They not living.
So a plane, shit.
It's not the question. So it's like
it's the only thing I'm flying.
you gotta. We don't culturally know how a motherfucker fuck with us because most of us ain't even culturally advanced like that. Unless you in a state that's just like that, that's diverse. Like if you from New York or Cali or Miami, you know what I'm saying, where places like that have diversity in it, you know what I'm saying, even small areas like you got Chicago, they got Mexicans and stuff over there, so it's like
shit, we got it out here.
Texas.
I'm about to say, nigga, we got it out here in Georgia. They can take your ass to Norcross. They're going to go there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you're not, that's just one type of race. I'm talking about like a mixture, like a melting pot. Like when you got Cali, just all different type of races.
Cali, New York, and Florida.
But most states, you're not growing up like that. So it's like, to even know how to deal with people, bro, you got to be around motherfuckers. So it's like, how you think a black nigga get along with the Aki in the bodega? You know what I'm saying? Or how a motherfucker get along with a Puerto Rican, goddamn. It's like, bro, you're around them in the same environment, so you getting to understand their ways, even though, you know, growing up in a diverse environment, you know, you around people, they might not be from their founding country, but y'all growing up in the environment and you're around their type of culture, so you get used to being diversified if you're growing up in them certain states, but most of us not in that scenario. So a lot of people don't really know how to deal with the diversity and other stuff. So, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, I feel that. But guess what, y'all? You're now tuned in to the Mini Men Podcast. You know what I'm saying? I am Finesse Guy Franco.
It's your boy GTM2J. And today, we're going to talk about finances.
Finances.
So,
getting your paper straight. You know what I'm saying? Get in with me. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Pot Scraper. Skirt.
No pot scraping. See, Franco always doing that shit.
What if you washing dishes? What if you a dishwasher? You gotta have a 9 to 5, bro. Niggas getting paid $15 to $17 an hour to wash the dishes, but you scraping that pot. Hey, talking about skirt. You know what I'm saying? Right. You at home, you gotta wash dishes. You scraping that pot. You know what I'm saying?
So finances, yo. Alright. Financial literacy. Let's start there. Most people don't have financial literacy, especially a lot of men. I see a lot of people I know.
We wasn't educated, we wasn't taught, we wasn't learned to us.
I see them either fall into the system of the 9 to 5 or...
which is nothing wrong.
Or street life, quote unquote, you know,
with something wrong
doing street things.
Even if you're good at it, you need to find
scamming. You know, it is what it is, but financial literacy, you know, I be seeing people stuck in the same level though. You know what I'm saying? 10 years have passed and you still in the same position that you was. I know people that I be like, damn, bruh, you been living in these same apartments for 10 years, bruh. And it's not that you watching people pockets or nothing, but you just know they could be doing something different, and sometimes people just don't know the know-hows to get into different situations. So
a lot of niggas don't be wanting to change.
That too. And you got to have your mind open, you know what I'm saying, able to learn and receive when people trying to give you information. So with that being said, first thing, saving. People got to learn how to save money. Man, we got to learn how to save money. You know what I'm saying?
Even if it's small money, like putting little dollars up here.
Bro, whatever you do, saving change, saving dollars, saving fives. You know, one thing that worked for me, you know, I save my fives and my ones. I don't really spend those. Everything else might get spent on some bills or some 50s and 100s. Try to put them up. So, you know, whatever you find for you that works, you know, maybe $20 a day may work for you, maybe $10 a day may work for you, but everybody has to find a system of saving that creates discipline. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't have discipline when it comes to getting money. Some of us know how to generate money, but we don't know how to keep the money. You know what I'm saying? And as quick as you getting it, you should be keeping it as much as you can. And people think they gotta show people shit all the time. Fuck all that. It ain't nobody business but your business, what you got going on. So with that being said, saving, man, like that really helps for them rainy days. You know what I'm saying? Because you might run into a situation that you're not expecting, and you got you some money saved up. You ain't got to touch your actual pocket flow. You can go dip in your savings and handle your business, but if you ain't got nothing saved up, you can't make nothing shake. Maybe if you got a dream to do something like open up a business or do something, you got startup money if you got money saved up.
Discipline.
You got to discipline yourself. All them times that you want to go and eat out, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people spend money on shit that they shouldn't really be spending money on because you're not taking the time to do other things. Like I know a lot of people can't cook, but bruh, it's really not hard, bruh. They got enough instant meals that you can go buy in the grocery store if you just really don't know how to cook.
Burgers, hot dogs.
You know what I'm saying?
Sandwiches.
And it's easy to find recipes and directions online, bruh. Just use the technology that you got. But when you spending money on Uber Eats and DoorDash all day, and these niggas charging you $30 for a $10 burger and shit like that is outrageous. I'm watching people throw money away, and just shit like that, man. You can take them saying, if you gonna spend $30 on Uber Eats, take your ass to the store and go and get you some groceries. So it can last you a week or so. You know what I'm saying? You finna spend $30 to eat one time. Then you finna turn around and do that shit again because you only ate one time. You finna eat again. And if you doing that again, shit, you just spent $60, $80 on meals. Hey, this episode of Many Man Podcast is brought to you by Mr. G's Automotive, where they do automotive collision repair. And they also located on 4960 Covington Highway, Decatur, Georgia. Hey, if you got anything going on with your car, make sure you take it to Mr. G's. If you got something going on with your AC, you riding around in the summertime, you ain't got no AC, and you sweating, take it to Mr. G's. You need heat for the wintertime. You got to ride with a coat on? That ain't right. Take it to Mr. G's. You need new brakes? They squealing, grinding? Take it to Mr. G's. You need an oil change? Go ahead, take it to Mr. G's. Man, hey, listen, I'm telling you, they got the best work in the city, best prices. Y'all go ahead, check in now. And make sure y'all follow them on Instagram at Mr. G's Automotive. That's Mr. G's, MRGEES_automotive. Y'all tap in. And let them know Many Man Podcast sent y'all courtesy of GTM TV. Y'all already know. And that's in one day.
See, what I try to, if I do some shit like that, you know what I'm saying, what I try to do is, now I try to spend, if I go somewhere and I spend like $20, I gotta make sure it's enough to where I can eat off it twice. You know what I'm saying? I eat it now, eat a little bit now, you know what I'm saying, give me back, because then that's another thing. A lot of motherfuckers be trying to eat to get full instead of just eat to survive. You know what I'm saying? You gotta discipline yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with necessarily. You gotta budget yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta learn how to budget.
Not only that, I don't really trust too many people in the kitchen. You don't know what these folk be doing with their food, so I would rather cook my food anyway. Luckily, I am a good ass cook, so I don't mind.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to tell y'all to do something, to learn how to do it, not give y'all some type of solution to work on that you can to where you can supplement it. You know what I'm saying? Because not like this, like now a lot of niggas people, you know what I'm saying, smoke, drink, what have you. You know what I'm saying? Like a pack of cigarettes is like $10 now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas go through a pack of cigarettes in a day. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Stretch that pack 2 days. The word if you can stretch it 3 days.
I knew a nigga that was so disciplined in the trap. His main goal was to have more money than any nigga around him. And he made that happen. But this nigga, I'm not gonna advise nobody to do no shit like this. But he lived off the corner store. This back before inflation. This back when Little Debbie cakes and shit was like still 25 cents a piece and shit like that. Chips 25 cents a piece. This nigga would go in there, get about 4 bags of chips, 4 Little Debbie cakes, and get him a juice. That nigga spending $5 on his meal every day. That he eating snacks every day.
That's bad dieting.
That's bad dieting, but I ain't gonna lie. That nigga had that set, and the only thing I'm saying, he was so focused and determined on his goal that he didn't care about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. These niggas coming in there with hot wings. You know, a nigga might give him a couple wings in here, you know, a couple fries every now and then, but that nigga main goal was, nigga, I'm finna have more money than everybody around me. I'm not finna go out bad. And that's what he was on. And bruh stuck to that for about 6 months. This nigga just...
Bro, he could have brought cup noodles, bro. Like, he
did. I mean, he switched it up and shit like that. But I'm just saying his main shit is like he was determined that he wasn't finna be spending money on shit like that. He was saving every dollar that he could. If he didn't have to spend that shit, he was not spending that shit. Fucking juice. He'll drink tap water. You know, some niggas just living like that. But he had that much discipline for what he had.
You gotta sacrifice, but you gotta make sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sound like, and that sound like a responsible man right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta sacrifice. I'm pretty sure all his bills was paid on time.
And that's another thing I was finna get at, sacrificing, bro. It's like, you can't always, like, people, especially with social media, everybody's so caught up on the Instagram and looking at how every other person living and be wanting to be like this person and live like this person and pop it like this person, man. Sometimes you're not in a position to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what position these folks in to be doing this shit. Sometimes these folks don't even really got shit going on. They just make it look good because it's the internet. It just look good. So you can do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You can do the same shit. There's a lot of people I done seen that done bullshit that you get around them in person and they ain't got shit going on like how they make it look like on the internet. And there's some people that actually living like how they living, but for each his own. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to wait your turn, bro. Save your money up, sacrifice, do what you gotta do. Even if you gotta go and buy a pack of noodles and eat that shit for a week, and then you wanna go out and have you one good meal on the weekend, like, find your regimen so you can come up in life, like, because, bro, everybody needs a start. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, ain't nobody finna come and give you shit. So you gotta get everything that you looking for. So be smart with your money. You know what I'm saying? Don't be wasting it. Really, too, if you ain't in a relationship or nothing, niggas don't be wasting your money that you working hard for all on these females and shit, unless it's somebody that you really fucking with like that. Other than that, make sure, you know what I'm saying, you being smart with your money just at the end of the day. Make sure that you making smart investments with your money. You feel me?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you put your money into, make sure you can goddamn get something out of it.
Yes, make sure you buy shit that can get you something back. Like, I see a lot of people spend money on shit that don't bring them nothing back. You either smoking it up, drinking it up, or eating it up. And those are the three consumers of our pockets. You gotta limit that shit because shit.
And then y'all niggas be mad when y'all late on this or late on that.
You can go without the reposado for a couple weeks. You ain't gotta get drunk every week. You know what I'm saying? You can go goddamn a few weeks without that shit. You ain't gotta smoke every day.
Man, clean your body out, man.
You ain't gotta smoke every day. You can smoke every couple days. You feel me?
Or if you do smoke every day, instead of smoking 2-3 blunts a day, smoke a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, make that shit stretch. Like, smoke. Like, you can smoke a blunt if you gotta smoke in the morning and at night. Smoke half the blunt in the beginning, and then later on smoke the other half. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can still do what you want to do, but just use it and don't abuse it. And that's even with, you know what I'm saying, eating out, going out, fucking off, you know, tricking off, whatever, you know what I'm saying, your vices is. You know what I'm saying? Be, like, learn, like, trying to slow down and become, and get self-control and discipline and become more responsible, because it all starts up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you able to go cold turkey and say, fuck all that shit, hey, great, do that. But at the same time, if you can't go cold turkey, slow down. Start to slow down. To learn how to be a user and not an abuser. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are overusing everything out. You know what I'm saying? Are abusing everything.
And
you know
control your impulsive spending habits. You know what I'm saying? I used to have that so bad. Like,
but you ain't never like, I gotta see it, I want it.
I got money in my pocket, I just know I got it, but that's even sometimes when you gotta have discipline and be like, nah, I'm good right now. Like, because I ain't gonna lie, I had a Jordan man, you know what I'm saying, at Walters. Every time the drop came, he hit the line, I'm there Saturday morning, cash in hand, like, but nigga, I'm spending all this money on J's and shit for the drops and shit. How the fuck is this shit benefiting me? And then if I go somewhere,
shit, you look good. Ain't talking about that shit.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I do look good, but shit, I go somewhere, it's 6 other niggas with the same shoe I got on.
It don't matter.
That had
that shit on.
Yeah,
you know
but
I got them too. They know I got them too.
But me, I'm the type of nigga I don't like other people having my type of drip. Like, even if a nigga,
so right, gonna buy the shoes everybody that enjoy they drop, everybody
it's cool if a nigga buy the same shoe, but
and you don't wear them for 3-4 months, because that's when in the first 3 months.
That's why I do shit like that. I don't even put on the shoes like that. I buy some shit, wear it one time, or I might not even wear it at all. Nigga, I had some shoes I ain't even wear for a whole year. You know what I'm saying?
I did too.
Just because I was like, shit, everybody finna wear theirs, fuck theirs up. When I bring these out, niggas gonna forget about it. They gonna be like, damn, bro, when the fuck these just dropped? Or, damn, bro, I just bought these last time. My shit fucked up. Yeah, I ain't wear mine. You feel me? So that's just how I move. I got a lot of shoes, so you know what I'm saying? Again, even when you spend the money, bro, know how to take care of your shit. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas be dogging
figure out what vice is more value. Because if you got 5 vices, cut off 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? That way you can keep on the 2 of them. You know, us as people, you know what I'm saying? Especially men, you know what I'm saying? We have different vices as far as how we choose to deal with things that go on in our day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, minimize and control those vices, bring them down some. That way, you know what I'm saying, you're able to save more, budget more, you know, and plan ahead and move on to advancing your life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because, end of the day, you know what I'm saying, niggas gonna do what they want to do. Niggas, whether it's going out, having a drink, you know what I'm saying, buying the bottles, buying weed, whatever, just slow your roll. So, you know what I'm saying? That's all.
Definitely. Alright, well, so the next thing I do definitely want to talk about is credit.
Gotta get your credit right, man. Gotta get that correct, man.
Again,
that's it.
And this is not even just to people in the streets. It's a lot of people, just period, who just not up on credit and how it could really benefit your life and really change your life. So, in order to even really know what's going on, you need to understand how the U.S. work. Alright? This ain't nothing really but a big old business. Everything in it is small businesses, even when you got...
This episode of the Minutemen Podcast is brought to you by Kel-Tec Contracting. Kel-Tec Contracting is your one-stop solution for all your home improvements and renovation needs, specializing in framing, decks, walls, paintings, custom woodwork, TV mounting, and like so much more. You know, that, you know what I'm saying? But the great thing about Kel-Tec, they bring craftsmanship, precision and craftsmanship every time to every project. You know what I'm saying? So they treat every job, every customer, you know what I'm saying, with the respect they deserve and take it very seriously. You know what I'm saying? They're based in Georgia, but they're also willing to travel to all those surrounding states around, and if you need your job done. You know, so you have a particular job done. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're trying to upgrade your outside, the patio, or get a new front porch, you know, or you just want a TV mounted in a particular area, or even if you got a new office and you want a little custom stuff done because you want a new desk, you know, you want a custom chair or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Kel-Tec has you covered. So, guess what? The only thing you have to do to get a free quote, tell them the Many Man Podcast sent you. Say, hey, whether you shoot them a DM, shoot a text, or call them, let them know. Say, hey, Many Man Podcast sent me. They said something about a free quote. Got you covered. And you might get a discount. Contact them. Great quality, done right every time. Kel-Tec Contract.
When you got your big companies and everything, but compared to the whole U.S., everything is small inside of it, and we're up under that. So, with that being said, bruh, it's you have to treat yourself as such as a business, because whether you have a business mind or not, you know, you're functioning in a system. So to understand how the system works with credit, okay, you need that to be able to do stuff like get a house, get a car. Most of the time,
shit, pay to get bills, get lights, you know what I'm saying? But everybody run your credit. You know what I'm saying?
But most of the time, people don't even know if they got credit or not. And if you don't got credit, it's the same thing as like having bad credit.
Go get you some.
You need to get you an account somewhere, whether you get you a cell phone with a contract. I'm not telling you to go and get nothing like that, but whatever can bind your Social Security to a bill that gets reported to these credit bureaus that can show good standing. So, okay, with this credit thing, to make it work in your favor, you need to do good on your payment history. That's the biggest thing with it.
Fact, I mean, paying your shit on time.
Payment history and history on the accounts that you have. So the longer that you have an account that's open, the better that is. So you get rewarded with credit for age on accounts. So the longer that the age that you keep an account and it's in with good standing, it ain't been having no bad situation, you always make on-time payments. When people look at that's you're trying to get money from, you know, they look at that, they like, all right, this is a green flag and not a red flag. At least this person, you will be more qualified or more eligible to get money from banks and stuff like that if your credit is set up where you're making good payments and you're not having no red marks in the area, no collections, no things of that nature. So what I'm gonna say is, you know, a lot of people don't know how to use credit or don't even know what it is to use the system of it. Alright, so cash ain't shit. I know a lot of people that just carry a lot of cash on them or use their debit cards all day and all that, but that shit ain't benefiting you. What you want to use your debit card for, you want to get you a credit card, whether you got to get you a
secure or unsecured? Secure.
No, you need it because sometimes if you don't have credit, you got to get the secured where you up the money, you front the money that's gonna be on the card. So whatever limit that you put forth, that's what the limit gonna be on the card. So you put 300 on there, that's your limit on your card.
But you gotta treat it right, cause 300 ain't 300. You gotta keep it under 30%, cause you want your shit to.
So definitely you want to make sure that when you're using your credit that you keeping it at a 30% value as far as your cap point. You don't want to go over that, because once you exceed that, that's when your credit score starts to make dips and dabbles. So what you want to do is stay within that 30% realm, because your credit score won't change as long as it's right there. So also making sure you making sure that you're paying your stuff on time, and also making sure that you don't let anything go to collections. All right, and I know a lot of us ain't taught on how to manage a credit account or anything of that nature, so we look at it as sometimes free money. And I hate to say it, the way this shit set up, ain't none of this shit free out here. It's gonna hit you on the back end somewhere. You think you got off with these couple racks, nigga, they gonna charge it to your account because it's tied to your social. So what I would say is, before you even do try to apply for some credit or get you anything, make sure that you can have funds to make the payments on those accounts, or to pay your credit card bill, because shit, if you use $100 on your credit card bill, you need to be able to make money so you can replace that $100. You don't want to just spend that $100 and you never put that money back on there, because now you just sitting with a $200 credit card that's supposed to be at a $300 limit, and you never put the money on there. So the whole thing is to use a certain limit, pay the limit. So now you're in the ecosystem of, all right, he using credit, he's doing good, he making good payments, he or she, and then now you can start getting credit limits where they raise your limit. So now you might be at a $300 credit limit. You get out of that secured, they give you your money back in about 6 months to 12 months. You can go ahead and get your unsecured credit card. So now that same $300 you put forth, they give you back that money. Now they front you now you get the $300 from them. They front you the $300 instead of you putting up your own money. Alright, so now that you done did good all this time, now it might be a time for a review for you to get your credit limit raised. So now that $300, it can go to $500, it can go to $800, it can go to $1,200, depending on who you with. But everything is about levels. You know what I'm saying? People want to jump in the shit overnight. So you got to build your shit at a certain level, you know what I'm saying, so you can keep the increase flowing. So with that being said, just making sure you're making your payments on time. You know, like every 3 months you can really get a credit limit raised if you know the ins and outs on how to do that. But as long as you're making your payments on time and stuff like that, anybody will give you what you want. So with that being said, you don't have to use your cash all the time, because a lot of people that I see, they be paying full price with stuff and paying their money. Bruh, you use your credit. Now you got leverage. You can put that. Now you got $2,000 instead of spending $2,000 out your pocket. You can use your $2,000 in credit and pay that back a month, $100-something a month to pay that off. And it might take you 12 months or whatever, but now you establishing credit. All right, you using your account, you making your payments a month, but you still got that same $2,000 in your pocket. You ain't use it up front. And now when you make them payments good, once you done making them payments, you still got another $2,000 in your credit if that's what your limit is. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it all works in your favor, and you can keep more of your money. You know what I'm saying? But it also grows what you can do out here in the world. So I would tell any and everybody, you need to go get you a credit card. You need to learn how to use your credit card properly. All right, sorry, one thing I finna connect that I knew I forgot. So this is what I wanted to connect. You get your credit card, you don't want to use debit card to really pay for nothing. And people do that, you know what I'm saying, from mostly all the time that they're purchasing stuff. But you don't want to use your debit card nowhere. So when you see people scamming people or got them things on them cards where they stealing your information, you leaving yourself susceptible to that when you're using your debit card, because now you're putting in the PIN code. If you ever use the credit card, you know there is no PIN code for that. You just put the card in, it reads, You up out of there. So what that does is, if someone was scamming, they don't have a PIN code for that. They might get the numbers off the card, but shit, it's still extra shit they got to do to even get that shit off of there. And if they do get that shit off of there, it's more easier to do the fraud reversal on there. Hey, I didn't make that purchase. Goddamn, somebody fraud my shit. You can dispute that shit. When you got a debit card, it'd be hard to dispute the debit card because you having to use a PIN number. So that means you either you got knowledge of who you giving this PIN number to, because can't nobody just get your PIN number unless your dumb ass write it on your card, or somebody just held you up at gunpoint and robbed your ass and said, "Give me your PIN."
I dust your ass.
And you know what I'm saying? That's why people wind up in them situations when they be getting scammed, or if they do be doing scamming. They deal with them situations where their accounts get fucked up because shit, goddamn, you got your PIN code out there, and that's what get people fucked up. So think smart when you out here doing shit. So what you want to do is have you a credit card with a good amount of limit on there. So shit, if you going to get gas, if you going to buy groceries, shit, you use your credit card to buy that shit, and you pay your credit card with your debit card. That way, your debit card is safe from everybody's system. Your personal asset can't get hit. Your credit card, that's the best thing you want to use out here. That's damn near like doing transaction with a rubber on. It's hard for you to fuck me. You feel me? Pause. Like,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No did it.
It's like, shit, how you gonna get me? You know what I'm saying? It's some levels you gonna have to go through to get me if you trying to do that. So I would just say, man, y'all get your knowledge up on that. And also, too, you got credit for automobile, housing, mortgage, stuff like that. So they got first-time lenders for people getting homes. But y'all also got to be in mind of the laws that they have in place, because with these laws in place, it be changing these things that are accessible to you. So again, when we was talking about, presidents and people in power earlier, all of that connects with what you can do out here and stuff like that. So shit, just be mindful of what's going on in the world, so you know how to operate in the world. I'ma just say that. Use everything for information, so you got the blueprint to what you can do. You know what I'm saying? You already know your cons and you know your pros that's against you. Now you got a better way to map out what you're trying to do. Also with the credit, like I said, automobile, you know what I'm saying? Unless you just a person that like to pay for your stuff on cash, there's nothing wrong with going to get, you know what I'm saying, financing. That's also good. If you have a personal car and you financing and you happen to get a business along the way, or you already have a business, you know what I'm saying, you can swap that to your business and have your business take over the payments. But what that'll do for your personal credit, if you got it on your personal credit, it'll show it off as a paid off vehicle. And now you got that good look on your credit score on your personal side, but you also are opening up business credit on your business side, because now you just took on the line of credit with that financing with that vehicle. So it's a lot of tricks and trade to excelling out here in life. You just gotta know how to do stuff. But that business part, that's a whole different aspect to that. And we can even tap in on that for a second. So if you do have a business, and you know what I'm saying, we're in the U.S. Again, this is a whole business operated thing. It's systems set up all around you. So you want to get in the system of doing business, because if you got an LLC and let's say you just want to sell socks and t-shirts, you know what I'm saying, that's cool. How you gonna get the money to sell these socks and t-shirts? Are you gonna fund it with your own money? Are you looking for funding? Or are you looking for people to donate to your business to provide what you're trying to get? Like, how you trying to come at it? So those are something you should look at. But you doing a t-shirt and a like a thrift store type thing, shit, you can alright, so for you to get money, you're gonna need to have a little credit, or you can do no document loans. If you have a business and it's established, you got an EIN number, and you can get under the limit of what you're trying to get. You can get you some money through a no document loan, or you can also too use your personal credit to leverage business credit. You know what I'm saying? To get access to things, to get business credit. Personal credit and business credit, two different things, but you want to operate in the business because the personal life, you get taxed more on that on the daily, and when you go to do taxes and filing, shit, your personal goddamn taxes ain't shit compared to a business tax deduction, income tax. So I would tell everybody to get them an LLC, go find them something to do on the side, find you something to do that's like a good hustle, whatever it is, and you know, go make you some transactions. So when you do your taxes at the end of the month, end of the year, you know what I'm saying? Now you have more tax deductions. Now you're not getting treated as just a regular working person. Now you get the tax deduction. So shit, if you had to use your vehicle for work, you can get gas back for that. You know, gas money back for that. If you purchase the vehicle solely for your business, you can get tax write-off if it's over 6,000 pounds. Anything that you buy towards the business, whether it's accounting software, logo, website, a business phone number, business email, anything related to your business that you had to buy to get it operating and running, you can get that money back. You know what I'm saying? You might not get it in a whole full scope, but you would get some of that money back that you done spent. So I would rather live like that, where I get damn near live for free damn near. I just need to find something that's a good idea that's gonna work for me. I'll figure out the rest later. So just always be open-minded to, you know what I'm saying, putting yourself in a better position out here. And if you don't got the right information, always go and ask somebody that you know, or, you know what I'm saying, Google. You know what I'm saying? Any question that you got, Google can help you point in the right direction. Shit, they got AI. And even with credit, shit, you want to be able to, if you got fucked up credit, let's say you got collections, child support,
that shit.
mortgage shit on your shit, anything. Repossession, man. You can,
all that shit.
They have AI software now where, you know what I'm saying, you can still do it the old school way. You can send letters in if you know how to do that. But shit, they got AI software now that make it 10 times faster where you can send a letter out in a matter of less than hours. You know what I'm saying? And have this whole business conducted where you keeping your credit score at a level where you can still get leverage and everything. So everything is about knowledge, man. Keep your eyes open and your mind open because the world is bigger than the aspect that we look from it on a daily basis. All right, so again, back to what I was saying earlier about people not leaving the zip code, radius, or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out here and get more knowledge so you can maneuver around because credit is key. You know what I'm saying? Without that, you really ain't gonna. You can live a happy life depending on how you living. You know what I'm saying? But it could be better. It's always a better way to do something. So
And safer. Better and safer. But, you know what I'm saying? Then outside of that, as far as credit and, you know what I'm saying, saving, budgeting and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? That's like what you do, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of building, like, and discipline or whatnot. But one of the key for starting foundations to building financial wealth, generational wealth, you know what I'm saying, is two key things. First, life insurance, you know what I'm saying, which is leaving a legacy, leaving something for your family for when you are gone. And second is investments, which is your living benefits, like what you're able to live off, being able to live off money with necessarily not having to work. So the first thing, life insurance, you know what I'm saying. With life insurance, you want to make sure the company that you're with is a good company, and a good company meaning far as like it's straight cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? Far as you know what you're getting, you know how much you're paying, you know what I'm saying, and then it's clearly put out to you, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to pay this amount of time for this long, or you know what I'm saying, this, that, and third. And then the other thing is you want to make sure that you have a policy that fits you and your pockets. You know what I'm saying? So
what about them policies that these people always talking about? The whole life policy where they can borrow against it. What you think about that?
Those are legal scams. And the reason why I can say that is because not only I'm a licensed life insurance agent, this is something that I frequently review over certain policies and people policies, because that's what I do as an agent. You know what I'm saying? Some people tell me, oh, I have a policy with my job, or oh, I got a policy through this company or through my bank or what have you. You know what I'm saying? So then now it's my due diligence to go over the policy and make sure that they understand what they have. So to answer your question, a whole life policy, especially where they tell you that, oh, you want to borrow money, you'll be able to borrow money, is a legal scam. And what I mean by that is, so let's say this, right? What they advertise is you'll be able to put money in, build, and it's going to grow this cash value, and you're going to be able to borrow, and you're going to be able to borrow it later if you need, if and when you need. So this is where the legal scam comes in. They tell you, hey, invest your money into me. Give me your money so I can make it grow, right? So let's say I'm an entrepreneur and I have a company and I need $1,000 to start up, right? The life insurance company. Say, hey, 2J, you give me $1,000 and I'm going to return you $1,200. That's what they advertise. That's what you know what I'm saying. That's what we advertise. But in the fine print, I tell you when you want to borrow it back, you want to have to borrow it back. You're no longer you're not investing. That's the type of investment that you're making. You're making an investment where you're going to be able to borrow the money back, but you're going to have to pay me interest when you want to borrow it. So watch this, right? That's what's in the fine print. That's not advertised. That's what's going to be in the contract, that thick ass contract. Mm-hmm. So what that means is, a year later, something happened. You come to me, hey Franco, what happened? You still got that? You told me I had $1,200. Where that $1,200 at? And I tell you, all right, I have the $1,200, but you're gonna owe me $16. You gonna look at me insane. You gonna feel like I'm fucking. You like, nigga, you stupid. You gonna feel some type of way. Am I correct?
So hold on,
You gave me $1,000. And I told you, no, not. Let me rephrase. I come to you and tell you, say, hey, if you give me $1,000, in a year I can give you back $1,200. Now a year later.
But see, the type of person I am, in a way, I look at how money can be made. If I give you $1,000 and you're gonna give me back $1,200 in a year, that's not making sense to me, because
but watch this.
When am I giving you this $1,000, and if it's gonna take a whole year shit, I might as well wait towards the end of the year to give you that 1,000 so I can go ahead and get my 1,200 instead of giving it to you in the earlier part of the year and just waiting all year on this 1,200.
I mean, that's cool, but that's not what you asked me. You asked me about this policy, so I'm breaking the policy down. So, how the policy works is, I'm the insurance company. I say, hey, invest your money with me. So you give me 1,000, and I'm going to say, hey, all right, your account is going to grow, because this is an account that I recently looked at. It's going to grow 2.5% annual interest.
Give me that money, but if I touch that money, you finna charge me interest for touching the money.
Exactly. So this is what happens. This is how the policy breaks down. Your policy, a company can't charge no more than 8% to borrow, right? But when you're only growing at a 2 point with the cut. All right. So this particular policy, the lady policy grew at 2.5%. Right, so she got a 2.5% annual interest. Mm-hmm. But when she wanted to borrow it, she had to pay back 6%. So that means she's losing 3.5%. Right. So again, you're gonna look at me crazy as hell when you come to me for your $1,200, and I say, all right, but you're gonna owe me 16. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the legal scam comes in. They're getting you to invest your money into them. Right,
but they're giving me my 1,200. It's just if I touch the money, they're gonna charge me 16 for touching my money.
And that's but watch this though. I'm not finished. That's if you decide to borrow, right? But at the same time, let's say we're gonna use bigger numbers here for this particular moment, right? Because
let's say if I don't borrow, then
that's what I was trying to get to. This is why I say legal scam. So you paying for $100,000 death benefit amount, right? So what that means is you pass away, your beneficiary receives $100,000, right? So let's say, you know what I'm saying, you have this time policy and they say and after X amount of years you end up getting $20,000. So it grows to $20,000. The cash value, right? Mm-hmm. So watch this. This is how it works. Let's say you borrowed that $20,000. You got to pay back 8%. So you got to pay back $20,800. You know what I'm saying? If you don't pay that $20,800 back, your beneficiary is going to get what's that? 79,200, 78,000, somewhere around there, roughly around there, about $80,000. That's what they're going to receive. They're not going to receive the whole 100, right? But let's say you don't borrow the money, right? You've been putting in your money all these years. It then grew to this 20,000. You pass away, it's there. Now the beneficiary has an option to receive the death benefit or the cash value. They can't get both. This is with whole life policies. They can't get both. They get the death benefit or the cash value. So that means that in most scenarios, depending on the policy that you have, that's why you have to look over and read it. In most situations, at the time, let's say that 100,000, if that benefit amount may only reach 100,000 if you have lived, if you've been paying into that policy for 10 plus years. Because how some of these whole life policies broken down to, you have to be paying into it for a certain amount of time for it to grow to reach that amount. So you don't get that 100. So if you die, if you get, like, let's say you pay for this policy, think you'll get 100,000, you die next week, the only thing your family will get back is that premium. Whatever they pay for that policy that month. Let's say a year and a half down the line, they go whatever you've been paying $100 a month, so you're gonna pay back. They only gonna give you $1,200 back.
What policy can I get where I get both of the benefits then?
That's where us at the company I'm with, like I said, I'm licensed, Primerica. You know what I'm saying? Y'all reach out to me. But so what you buy at the company, we say buy term, invest the rest, and what that means is Buy a term life policy, straight cut and dry. All insurance is term. If you have a car insurance, what do? You have a 6 to 12 month term, and you pay whatever the hell it is monthly. And then once that term is up, whether you got into an accident or not, what do you have to do? Renew.
So
you have to get a whole new.
What you saying? All policies are term. So you trying to say that a whole life policy is not?
It's a legal scam because a responsible financial person will not need life insurance for their whole life. And what that means is because, like I said, you should be properly investing your money as far as IRAs, 401ks, you know what I'm saying, mutual funds. If you have kids, 529 college plans, get them an UTMA or UGMA. You know what I'm saying? Like, invest in so you can, those are real invest. That's properly investing your money. You know what I'm saying? The banks, that's where they invest in their money. All these companies, they invest in their money into these things too. But at the same time, they're only giving us percentages. Like, the whole life policy. Their money, their investment money, that's where they're investing it into. They're investing it into the stocks and bonds and different things, and that's where the interest is coming from. But at the same time, it's But at the same time, you only get either or with a whole life. So with term, they are, because the policies are connected.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So with buying term and investing the rest, as far as putting the rest of your funds into a proper investment account, your money is separated. So which means that your beneficiary gets both. So you got $100,000 term life insurance policy. When you pass, if you pass within that term, whether it's 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, what have you, your beneficiary gets that whole $100,000 plus whatever your investment account, whatever is in your investment account. That's why you have and what most people do, how you hear, I got a trust, or that is this and that. They have they people put their investment their investment accounts under their trust to let the trust manage the investment account so it can pass on easier.
Oh yeah, y'all, that's another thing too. Make sure y'all look up what trust are. It's a great way to protect
all your assets.
Whether it's your business
right here,
name,
my asset.
Whether it's your business name, a vehicle, bank account, jewelry, artwork.
See it right here? Trust. Definitely going, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever you consider an asset, you can lock that away.
So on my feet.
That way, you don't own anything literally in your name. Your trust owns it, and you can operate the trust as well. But with that being said, if someone were to try to come and sue you or something, you ain't got nothing to get. You don't own
I don't own name.
So y'all really gotta understand how this work, how this trust work,
how
this insurance work, because knowledge is key. And even if you don't have any knowledge about this, hopefully we spark some type of interest where you can go in, you know what I'm saying, go down the path where you can start getting some research done. Because we want y'all to do better out here, especially men. Especially if you got just, you know what I'm saying, no direction and where to get to in the next level in your life. Man, there's always somebody out here with some information you can talk to where you can be doing something way more than what you got going on. Life got a lot to offer more than what's in front of you. Again, change your aspect.
Yes, if you got kids, if you got a family, if you got friends, if you got loved ones, people that love you, people that you care about and care about you, get you life insurance. Get you a life insurance policy. If you know me, got contact to me or whatever, right now, if you in Georgia, you can reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? I can get you a policy, even if we can't visit. Even if you're an hour or two away, we got Zoom. We can get you a policy through Zoom, but get you a life insurance policy. If you in the streets, guess what I tell niggas all the time? Especially if I know you and they family know, you know what I'm saying? They haven't got a policy with me since I've been doing this. So Well, I like to tell a lot of my, you know what I'm saying, family and friends, that people that know me, especially that ones that's been doing what I've been doing for the past few years. Don't let your family know respectfully. I ain't got a dime for you. Alright? Especially because I know, especially if you are here living like a cowboy, or if you are financially able, like for somebody under the age of 30 years old, you can get $100,000 to $150,000 life insurance policy for $150 a month. Y'all spend that on weed, fast food, Dorellos, what have you, you know what I'm saying, whatever, like going to the chip, getting chips from the gas station every day, every other day, like y'all wasting $40, $50, you know what I'm saying. Get you a little life insurance policy so your family will be able to not only bear you properly, but be able to go through those grieving months without going into a financial hardship outside of the mental and emotional hardship they're already in because they just lost their loved one. You know what I'm saying? Whether you caused it or not. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that, I'm just being realistic. Like, y'all niggas out here fucking with other niggas' bitches, and they tell you, bro, I got crazy ass nigga, and you still want a goddamn woman. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all fucking with crazy ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? Or goddamn, you just doing some shit that you know you shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to be over tough or over emotional and put yourself in a situation where a violent act can happen. And what a lot of people fail to realize is, like, anything can happen on both sides, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, if you want to be a speed demon, all you niggas goddamn with the fast cars want to race, you know what I'm saying? Like, death ain't got no age or no know-how to it, you know what I'm saying? But you want to be prepared. You definitely want to be prepared, and you don't want to put yourself in that, you know what I'm saying, that light, in that space, you know what I'm saying? Or if, you know what I'm saying, if you're able to go out at an older age, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, you don't want to wait till you in your 40s and 50s, or you got, you know what I'm saying, different health issues, and now you're uninsurable. And the fact that you're uninsurable, you can't get life insurance. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to go ahead and get it while you're young, while you young and healthy. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you over 30, cool, whatever. No matter what age that you are, as long as you healthy, go get a life insurance policy. Go get a life insurance policy. You know what I'm saying? Investing, put money to the side, open. You know what I'm saying? Fine. You know what I'm saying? If you want to start on the small realm, I would advise you not to invest with your bank. Only because the bank's gonna give you the smallest of the smallest of increment. They gon', you know what I'm saying, on average, as far as with the company that I'm with, an investment account grows annually 10 to 12%. But the banks, they getting that 10, 12%, but they'll give you 0.03, 0.05. You know what I'm saying? If you went with one of the good jobs where your 401k or your ROA, they might give you 3, 5, maybe 6% if you're really with a good company. But they getting that 10, 12% too. So that all that extra, they getting that. Having a 401k, they probably get with certain companies. You know what I'm saying? Once you leave that job, you're no longer investing. No 401k still sitting out there. You know what I'm saying? We can get those rolled over to an account to where they gaining that interest and they back active. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely want to look into that. If you ever had a job, look into that. If you haven't had a job, go for it. It's nothing wrong with going to find one to get your finances situated, because working a job does two things. Well, a few things, but teach you discipline, and it shows you how to work with others. Because regardless if you an entrepreneur or you working 9 to 5, you're gonna have to work for others. You're gonna have to work with others and for others. Because if you provide a service, you working for the person that you're providing the service for. Whether you're a barber, you know what I'm saying, engineer, videographer, or what have you. For that moment, for that amount of time that person have you, you work for them. So you have to do as such. There has to be respect around the board, but at the same time, that's your boss for the moment. You have to do. They have like you know what I'm saying. You want a shot the way you want a shot. They want their hair cut a certain way. They want, you know what I'm saying, like that. If you provide a product, if you sell a product, provide a product, okay, you're in a more realm of you're in your boss realm. But at the same time, when you go talk to those people to solicit your products, guess what? They're your boss. You have to be respectful. You have to know how to properly communicate to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get your finances straight. You gotta know how to, you know what I'm saying, know how to invest. And then at the same time, like, worry about if you can't think about you, don't more so just worry about your finances, worry about your family, your friends. If you got kids, make sure they straight. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your kids are in a position to where they don't have to struggle or what have you. I wish I was one of them kids who parents had money and gave me easy where I could say, hey mom, hey pops, let me get I need 10,000 real quick. Let me get 50,000 real quick so I can start this business. You know what I'm saying? Let me get 1,000 to start this business. $200. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was like, all y'all that man, I salute y'all, respect y'all, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga got a problem because your parents were able to say, don't get mad because my parents didn't waste their time. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad because my parents figured this shit out. Because my parents wasn't lazy. You know what I'm saying? You just make sure that you're not that lazy ass parents and you save your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. So, hey man.
Salute to LeBron James, man. That's why I brought that up, man.
Hey man, so that was the game that we kicking for y'all today. So hopefully y'all was able to obtain and retain everything we were saying. And you know what I'm saying? Apply it to yourself if you feel like it stick with you. So with that being said, we're finna go ahead and get up out of here. We're gonna catch y'all on the next episode. Y'all already know this is the Many Man Podcast. It's your boy GTM2J.
I am Finesse Guy Franco.
And we're gonna catch y'all next time. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Definitely.
Say we locked in, twin.
We're gonna catch y'all next time.